All right, we're back inside Doolittle Community Center. DMV up 75-71 as we start this fourth quarter. Alvin Brown will try to back down Blankenship. He'll give it up. Shot no good from Funderburk. Ball trickles out of bounds, and Prestige will get it back down by 4. We're playing with 10-minute quarters here at the Global Basketball Summer League, a 24-second shot clock, which a lot of these guys aren't used to given that they just got out of college where the shot clock was 35 seconds.
Now moving to 30 after the NCAA changed the rules.
That's right.
And
As Rawlings gets 2.
I believe they're also going to the similar 8-second violation for the backcourt.
A pass to the streaking Alvin Brown can't be connected. And Marrow goes down low to find Blankenship. Really solid defense from Brown. Cosley loses it. It went off his knee. And Prestige being granted with a couple of opportunities to climb back in this game. They're only down by 2.
Both ends, great defensive plays on both ends, slapping the ball out of the hands of the player making that shot attempt.
Rodney Nelson, we haven't really called his name a lot. The Adams State University product is in now for Prestige. Bounce pass to Blankenship. Nice power hop step, but he can't get the baby hook to go. And a nice blow-by drive from Darius Clark as he slashed across the lane and laid it in on the left side for 2. 77-73 in favor of DMV. Ibnitis can't connect. Rebound goes to Rawlings, and he's fouled. Rawlings sinks the first. That makes it a 3-point game with 8:20 left in the fourth. Rawlings rattles out the second free throw. It remains a one-possession game here. But Prestige does keep it. Heitch takes the inbounds pass. He looks to break down Alvin Brown. He gets by him. Layup blocked by Brown. Good recovery defense. And it's going to be Cosley who lines up along too. That's off the mark. But boom, Brown there to throw it down. Delayed game will be called on Brown, but you can still count the bucket. And that'll put DMV up 79-74.
Alvin Brown trying to abuse the rim.
He's had a couple of thunderous dunks so far in this one. Rawlings, fadeaway jumper. Not enough on it. Funderburk will push. His finger roll no good. Tries to tip it back. Looks like he was contacted. Ball does go out of bounds. And DMV will retain possession. Lateef Rivers underneath the basket. Goes to Julius Wells. Wells going to back down his man. He tries to fade away, and he gets fouled. So Wells will now go to the line. His team up 79-74 with 7:36 left to play in this game. Wells, a couple of dribbles, knocks down the first free throw. Also hits the second as a couple of players hit the floor. 81-74, DMV up top, holding on to a nice cushion. Ibnitis looks to take Hans Thun. He gets it to go plus the foul. They're actually going to call it on the floor. So don't count the bucket. Foul is called on the floor. And Prestige will now inbound on the far side sideline. Heitch goes to Nelson. Nelson bounce pass to Ibnitis. He's going to try his hand again. He likes this matchup against Thun. He's going to take him to the basket. Oh, and a beautiful pass. Can't be completed to Dane Rawlings, and a good defense from DMV All-Stars as they're able to force a shot clock violation on Prestige.
Strong offensive defensive stand story there, and then it allows them to get possession back and try to get things going offensively. They become a little stagnant in this fourth quarter.
Clark drives and then backs it out. He sees some open space. Euro step in the lane. Layup good, and the foul. Darius Clark with a Euro step in the lane. Little reverse layup off the window. Gets fouled, and he'll go to the line looking for the trifecta.
You almost wonder, Chase, if you heard me when I said that their offense had become stagnant, and as those words came out of my mouth, it immediately made the attack to the bucket and increased the lead, looking to increase it here now to 10 points.
And Clark hits the free throw. So DMV back up by 10. Biggest lead since early in the third. Blankenship tries to take Alvin Brown, and he wins that battle in the trenches. Now an 8-point game. Another foul called. Whistle on the floor. Waiting the call. Not sure what it was.
Shot clock.
Shot clock's at 21. Has to get reset to 22. Game clock's at 6:33. Clark following his acrobatic and one. Has it. He'll go down low to Julius Wells. Wells spins in the lane. Finds Lateef Rivers. Rivers' long shot, no good. Alvin Brown is there to put it back after he was contacted a little bit and tied up down low. Alvin Parker will try to lay it up. He's fouled. Doesn't get it to fall, but Parker will now go to the line. So 6:05 left in this fourth quarter. DMV with the comfortable 10-point advantage. And it stays at 10 after Parker clanks the free throw. Parker misses the second as well. But fortunately for Parker and Prestige, they'll keep the basketball. Tawan Walker inbounds to Parker. Parker spins off his man. Nice little power step, but his layup way too strong. Rivers kicks it to his right to Clark. Clark's shot is short. Buchanan now pushing. Bounce pass to Parker. Parker in the corner to Tawan Walker, and Walker sinks a triple.
They definitely needed that. They hadn't gotten anything really going offensively, and finally they see a good shot go through, and hopefully that can get them back in this and chip away at this lead.
Lateef Rivers is going to be fouled on his way to the cut. Foul will be called on the floor. There's 3 fouls on DMV and also 3 on Prestige. There's a timeout on the floor. We will take a timeout here on Global Basketball TV. It's 86-79, DMV up top. We'll pick things back up with 5:24 left in the fourth quarter. DMV holding on to a 7-point lead. Darius Clark, back-to-back dribbles, switching hands. He's going to pull up from the elbow, swishes it home. Darius Clark having his way in the second half on the offensive end. And he puts his team up by 9. On the other end, it's going to be McNeely. His jump shot no good. Hans Thun now has it on the near side. He's trying to set things up offensively. Looking to create. Latif Rivers pump fakes. He pulls up from the free throw line. That's off the mark. But there is Alvin Brown with the rebound. He's big, he's long, he's athletic, he's tough. And he's going to have 2 shots at the line.
Almost looked like it on that play chase. When Brown went back up with that rebound, it looked like Blanklinslip had what could have been a jump ball, but I think he got him on the forearm area, and that's where the ref made the call. Once the ref made that call, he knew exactly what he was talking about in regards to Blanklinslip with that call. So a little bit of a frustrating thing to be called, that your arm came down just a little too far. For sure.
Brown misses the first free throw. Connects on the second as he got the shooter's roll to go. We're back to a 10-point game with under 5 left. Parker to Tawan Walker. He lines up another 3. That's off the mark. Chris McNeely also can't hit the jump shot. And it's Brown who rebounds it and then dumps it off to Clark. Clark will drive. He gets by his guy. No good, but bang! Alvin Brown throws it down. Parker down low to Blankenship. He's going to try to take Brown. He gets the ball knocked out of his hands by Latif Rivers. Inbounds pass goes to Parker. Parker on the left wing, down low to Blankenship. Blankenship's double teamed and swarmed. He finds Buchanan. Buchanan drives, layup off the mark. Tip in, no good. Couple of tip ins that don't fall. There's a scrum. And Cosley able to come up with it. He goes to Clark. Clark to the middle. To Brown. And Brown just having his way right now. He's got this look in his eyes like he wants the basketball every trip down the floor on the offensive side of the floor. He's got it going on. Parker loses his footing. Whistles are silent. And DMV is going to get it back with 3:17 left.
It seems that in the last, I would say, 2 to 3 minutes, Chase, Prestige just frustrated with the fact that they're losing their footing. They feel that they're getting tripped, no fouls being called, but then on the other end, you have DMV going to the line multiple times, multiple trips. So that's got to be frustrating when you feel that you're getting fouled as a player, but no call is happening.
93-79 is the score. 3:10 left in this fourth quarter. Rivers bounce pass to Francis. Francis will back down Blankenship. His baby hook, no good. Prestige able to save it. And a foul will be called on the floor as Merrow was trying to pick up the tempo a little bit. There's going to be another timeout, and we'll take a quick break here on Global Basketball TV. It's 93-79, DMV All-Stars up top. Alongside Megan McPeak, I'm Chase Sr. This is game number 2 of Session B of the Global Basketball Summer League. We're about halfway through this Summer League with halfway to go. 2 more games today. Heitch to McNeely, down low to Blankenship. Blankenship, big body hitting the deck. Foul called on Julius Wells, and Blankenship's going to go to the line.
From that fall, you just sort of have a flashback of Andre Bogut with that elbow injury.
Seriously. I could feel the thump from over here. No joke. He's a freight train. Taking a little bit of time to wipe up the floor after Blankenship's spill. He's going to gather himself and stare down the rim for this free throw opportunity. Gets it to roll on the first. Almost popped out, but it fell in. Blankenship also hits the second. I don't think he's missed a free throw all afternoon long. Rivers on the far side. It's a 93-81 game with under 3 minutes left to play in this fourth quarter. Francis looking to back down Blankenship. He's going to try. Cross-court pass to Julius Wells is tipped out of bounds.
Very
DMV
risky
will
pass
keep it
by Francis on that to not really know where he had a teammate, assumed where the teammate would be, almost caused a turnover. Luckily, the officials convened and decided it's going to stay with DMV.
Rivers, he'll drive up with the left hand and good. Latif Rivers with an athletic move amongst the trees. That has DMV up 95-81. And an offensive foul will be called on Jake Blankenship.
It's funny, he walks down the floor and he looks at his teammate and says, I tried to get out of the way.
There's nothing much he could do. 2:15 left. DMV up 14. Largest lead of the game for either team as Francis tries a fade away. That's off the mark. Pass is nearly stolen by Austin Cosley, but his momentum took him out of bounds, and Prestige will get it back. Inbounds pass goes to Heitch. Heitch fakes left, will go right. He's going to line up a three, and he sinks it. Chris Heitch stroking it from downtown. Rivers on the other end, spins off his man, his fadeaway, almost fell in, but it rolled out. Marrow goes to his left to Heitz. Heitz hangs in the air and nearly got the drive and floater to go. So Heitz heads to the line now with DMV up 12. Heitz hits the first free throw. Heitz rims out the second free throw, so it's a 12-point game. 90 seconds left in this game. DMV comfortably up top. Funderburk breaks the press, and he's just dribbling around. He's going to go into the corner to Latif Rivers. He lines up a wide-open three, and he knocks it down with ease. Latif Rivers with 3 more points. Stretch pass to Heitz. He throws it down with the one-handed slam. Chris Heitz showing that he can get up. Cross-court pass to Wells. Prestige Sports down by 13. Cosley with the cradle dribble. Splits a couple of defenders, up off the glass and through. Austin Cosley, are you kidding me?
And I like what I saw in that set. They came down, brought it over half. They could have easily taken an early shot from Wells. Instead, Coach Chester decides to say, you know what, hold it, hold it, hold it. We're under a minute to play. Let's use the shot clock, use as much time as possible. And they get the three-point play the old-fashioned way anyways.
(101-85), DMV putting on a scoring clinic. We've seen 2 games in this tourney eclipse 100 points. This is one of them as Heitz's three can't go. Put back is put in by Dane Rawlings. 101-87 is the score. DMV will break the press, and Coach Chester is going to tell his guys to slow things up. Shot clock at 10, game clock at 24. Kick out pass goes to Julius Francis. He thinks about a three. He doesn't take it. Instead, a three is going to be taken by Austin Cosley, and he's fouled by Heitz.
He's also limping
What was the
down.
thinking behind that?
He's also limping down the other way, trying to walk off. I think when he came down, and this is where the foul comes into play, this is where the officials are making the call. They've implemented it in the NBA to have safety and protect players and protect the shooter when landing. That's where the foul came into play. He landed on the foot of Chris Heitz, which could be a very disappointing injury when it comes down to it.
Yeah, it could. Anytime that you go up, it's always scary coming down because it's easy to turn those ankles. I'm sure it's happened to all of us at some point in our athletic careers. Cosley hits the first free throw, so he's starting to find his stroke a little bit from the line. He actually gets the rebound after missing his own free throw. And with 10 seconds left, Cosley is going to let the clock tick down, and DMV is going to come out on top with a really impressive 16-point win in the opening game for these two respective teams.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, although you dropped the game 103-87, you can't be disappointed with the way you came out in game one. You haven't played with these guys before. Everybody's new. You don't know where players are going to be on the floor, if they intend to break left or break right when they're in transition, passing, lobbing, things like that. You never know what you're going to get when you put a bunch of guys together in a type of tournament like this. So the fact that in game one you can still score 87 points with a group of guys you never played before with, you can't be disappointed. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not showcasing the fact that you win or lose. You're showcasing the fact that you can play the game of basketball, that you can fight through it whether winning or losing, excuse me, and you're showcasing what type of team player you are, because at the end of the day, the game of basketball is a team sport, and there is no I in team, as cliche as that is.
DMV comes up with a 103-87 victory in game number 2 of Session B. The DMV All-Stars dropping buckets en route to a 100-plus point effort. That's going to do it for game number 2. Coming up, game number 3. We thank you for joining us here on Global Basketball TV. For Megan McPeak, I'm Chase Sr. We'll catch you later.